speak to me in ways that confront areas that I didn't even know were a thing there. You know what I love about the Lord? He only does it in the timing of his grace. He never introduces you to more breakthrough until he knows you've got the capacity and maturity to deal with it. That's why sometimes I've prayed for people and I have literally come to people and looked at them, and I have not done this in your congregation, so bless the Lord. But I have come to people and I have said, I cannot pray for you. Now, this is so hard, just so you know, because there is nothing about that feels as particularly a speaker who is visiting, that a pastor will be pleased with this statement. But I have said that because if I pray for you, you don't have the maturity in your life to live in the breakthrough that God will give you through the anointing that's on my life. Pray for you and see that there's a deliverance in your life and you don't feel it correctly, then I have actually opened you to worse. So I have looked at people before and said, I love you, I will speak to you, I will hold on to you, I will love you in this season, but I refuse to bless a blessing on you because you can't handle what it means to be blessed yet. There's a pastor in the early days of the 19th century and 20th century. His name was Charles Spurgeon. If you've ever heard of him, Charles Spurgeon pastored a great church in London, England. And he was so popular at one time that every single sermon he ever preached was printed in the daily newspaper on the front page. Now that is what I'm talking about, influence. Where your preaching makes it to the front page of the newspaper every week. That's why we have every single sermon that he spoke over a 20-year period. He's one of the only people who was this particular type of pastor that we have absolutely every sermon because they were all printed. But Charles Spurgeon did something very interesting because he would stand up on Sunday and God had given him an event.